rock, they like this music. They like my hair this certain way. Who cares? Like, that stuff's cool. When God calls you to do something, you want to do it 100%, don't get me wrong. But wait for God to give you that confirmation of moving and doing that, rather than being like, oh, well, I'm starting a punk band, a hardcore band, a rap band, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. I better look exactly the part. Who cares about the image at first? The image will play a part, but there's also time. Because anytime you start out something, you're not really that good at it. It takes time and development, and God's going to develop you to who you need to be at that point and at that time to make a change.
And a lot of times where our counterculture, subculture, scenes, how they develop is out of a place of trying to shield ourselves. You go because you can relate, but while you were there, the Lord has begun to speak to you about who is going to go and talk to these kids, who is going to bring truth, who is going to bring an opportunity for life to come where there's a lot of death. The Lord is calling us to stand and be strong and courageous and lead people to truth rather than allowing them to continue to hide. The subculture, our scenes, are not places to protect people from mainstream reality. It's an opportunity for us to reach in and say that you're accepted and you have the freedom to express yourself no matter where you're at. You do not have to hide any longer. The Lord loves you and He sees you. And your voice is valid. Your voice is valid.
How else do you explain destruction and death and what man does to each other? We all have inside us something that can be deceitfully wicked, but must be made pure to walk before a holy God. This part of us is so fragile that it can be broken, but it is made of stone until God turns it to flesh. It pumps with blood, but houses our very soul. Multiple times in Scripture, soul, spirit, and heart are connected when you read through and do a giant study on heart. We've talked this weekend about the heart. We've talked about a lot of other things. But really what matters is what is seared to your heart this weekend. What have you taken to heart this weekend? What's the one or the two things that God said, you know what? Don't ever forget that. Hold on to that forever.
Let's do it. So I got to flip that one first, flip around. Well, what do you expect?